Let's bring in Zhenhua Chen for a closer look at all of this. He's an assistant professor in city and regional planning at Ohio State University. This sounds really ambitious. Give us your sense of what this blueprint will look like for transportation moving forward.
Well, absolutely. This plan actually was in a response to President Xi's call for building a nation with strong transportation networks. And the plan actually details about the future 15 years of the plans, which includes developing a so-called the first middle and long-term transportation comprehensive multidimensional development plan. It includes the largest scale of development covering all modes of transportations to build up to 700,000 kilometers of networks, including 6 trunk line and hundreds intermodal hubs facilities. What's more is that it also emphasizes on modal integrations and integration of transportation networks with other sectors, such as services, informations, to achieve regional integrations. Also, the system also focused on to build a quality of development with emphasis on innovations and also build a secure and convenient, efficient system. This is all the future that we need.
Yeah, you're talking about integration and networks. It's so interesting. When I was in China, you take high-speed rail. It's amazing how quickly you can get from one location to the other. And then here in the United States, we kind of see railroads in disrepair, roads in disrepair. Why this focus in China, do you think? Why is transportation so important, and how has it changed in recent years?
That's a good question. Basically, substantial changes, achievement has been made over the past years. As we could see by the end of 2020, the total length of the Chinese expressway, for example, has reached 150,000 kilometers, which is considered as now the world's largest expressway system by length, and has surpassed the overall length of the U.S. interstate highway system. In terms of the high-speed rail, we can see 38,000 kilometers of high-speed rail system has been developed, which again ranks the first in total high-speed tracks in the world. In addition, our study has found that high-speed rail has promoted the economy and society in aspects of land use, urban expansion, tourism, knowledge spillover, and new firm formation and economic efficiency. Just to give you some example of numbers, high-speed rail has been contributing to 3 to 13% increase of the land value, and now has also contributed to a growth of the GDP by 10.3% and 8.5% increase of economic welfare.
You know, thinking about transportation, obviously very important. It seems like China's been very forward-thinking in recent years with this move towards more electric cars in an effort to strengthen its pledge to be greener. Talk to us about how that factors into all of this.
Exactly. Looking into the futures, definitely there has been a lot of considerations in terms of both the environment as well as the demand from the people. As the plan outlined, in the futures, there is going to be about 84% increase of the high-speed rail expansion, which means that the high-speed networks has been going to be improved to 70,000 kilometers. This also includes the expansions of other systems to achieve the goals of carbon neutral by the years of 2035.
And Professor, before I let you go, talk to us about the whole concept of transportation, how it's going to change in the future. I mean, we've done a lot of segments, and of course, China's spending a lot of time on this with self-driving cars. How do you see transportation in the future?
Well, clearly, definitely transportation is going to play even more important roles as we move into an intelligent world. But also at the same time, issues still exist, and also cautious and rational decision-making has to be made. Specifically, given that China has already built 38,000 of high-speed rail systems, so definitely issues such as financial risk, debt crisis cannot be ignored. Second, given that the climate changes has become much more widespread, we can see more extreme weather events happening more than ever before, and there's also increasing threats such as pandemic and so on. How could we really improve the resilience of transportation system and sustainability in terms of the financial performances, technologies, and the environment? It's also the key. Last but not the least, social equity should be given more attention, both in the process of development and operations. In addition to develop a physical system, we should also pay attention to improve the software, meaning management and operation so that more people could really truly access to the system and benefit from the system.
Yeah, you've given us a lot to think about. Professor, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.